Welcome to LCAP Legacy, Decades of Dedication, the podcast that celebrates the incredible individuals who have shaped the heart and soul of the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
Each episode, we'll dive deep into the stories of those who have devoted their careers to making a difference, not just in our organization, but in the lives of the people we serve every day.
We'll uncover their journeys, explore the moments that inspired them, and highlight the lasting impact of their commitment to LCAP's mission.
So whether you're here to learn, be inspired, or simply celebrate the amazing people who make LCAP what it is, thank you for joining us.
This is LCAP Legacy, Decades of Dedication.
Let's get started with today's guest.
Hello and welcome to LCAP Legacy, Decades of Dedication, Episode 2. And today we have a special guest in the studio. We have Lynn Henry, who is the Quality Improvement Coordinator for Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. And Lynn has been here for the last 24 years. So Lynn, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
All righty, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. How did you get started at LCAP?
So I started in LCAP as an intern. I was in Slippery Rock, and they had interns, and they pay their interns. So I was like, ooh, money. So that's how I started. I started under housing, Tuesday and Thursday right after school.
As a college student, I know typically you go throughout the process of doing multiple internships to kind of see exactly what you like and where you land in your career. So what necessarily stood out to you at LCAP that made you want to turn this into a career?
So they had a lot of opportunities to grow. And LCAP's always, we do a lot of things. You're not doing one project. You're doing multiple jobs. So once you get comfortable, they give you another thing. And then you have to learn it. And then once you've learned that, you pass it down, and then you have to do another job. So it's a growing. It's a pain. It's a struggle, but it's growing, and you see the people that you help and how they're thankful for all the little programs that we do. So it makes you more, it's worth it. It's all the jobs, all the pressure. It's worth it. And then you just struggle the next day and move on to the next case or the next family that you can make a difference for their life.
So Lynn, back in, would you say 24 years ago you started in housing?
Yes.
So what kind of changes have you seen through our housing department here at LCAP over the last 24 years? Anything that stands out to you?
All I know is when I started, we would do birthdays. There's 27 staff members. So we would do it in the kitchen, upstairs. And downstairs used to be like a printing press. So we can do cakes. And we can do gifts because there's only 27 people, but now it multiplied. So
we have too many to do that. Yes, for sure.
On the same topic of growing and changing, how has your role evolved throughout the years?
So I did an internship, and then I was done and graduated, and they called me if I want to work full time. I'm like, sure. And so I started housing. I would do calendars for homemaker chore. So LCAP used to have a program where we go in and we have a staff that would clean senior citizens' household. So I would send calendars and schedule them. We would make calendars. And then I did applications for all access, wherein we do applications for people that need ramps, modifications for their bathroom. And so I did case manager. Then I did the food bank, and now I'm usually doing a lot of the agency reports and making sure all our databases are correct and up to date.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Very. I work very closely with Lynn and some of our programs here, and she's a great leader, and she's a great role model, and she's always making sure, everything is up to date, like she said, and she's very, very great person to work for. So on that topic,
Thank you.
Lynn, our jobs here at LCAP, like you said, we do have so many that we do for programming needs. We're always trying to do 10 different jobs at once to make sure our community, is getting the services that they need. So day to day, how do you handle certain like stressful situations at work? Like what's your go-to? What do you do to get your mind at ease in a sense when we're doing multiple jobs?
I think it's all the coworkers. You might go to the one person and just vent and then go back and do your job. Or sometimes I go to Linda's, one of our receptionists. She has a drawer full of snacks. Get a snack and go back to work. But it's mostly the coworkers. Like I spent I think my whole adult life at LCAP. They turn into family. Today you might not like what they're saying, but it's okay. It's part of the job. You just do your job, but they turn into family.
Yeah, we spend, 35 plus hours a week all together. And like you said, after years and years and years, and we still stick together and we watch each other grow and learn here. And I can't agree more. And we have an amazing director, Kathy, that we could all go to and talk to whenever we need. And I feel the same exact way. It's the people here.
It is like today you don't agree today. Tomorrow it will be fine. It will work out.
And looking back over your 24-year run here at LCAP, what would you say has been one lesson that you've learned during your time that has really stuck with you?
What really stuck with me, coworker relationship. We have the two coworkers the two Patties. The two Patties are like my second mom. They make sure that if I'm not at my desk at 8:30, I'm like, where are you? Are you sick? Are you fine? Those ones. They check. They know my kids. They know everybody. They know if you don't even have to say anything, but they know what you're going through. And then there's, I think I need a suggestion. Maybe Kathy would be the next one. I think she started a year after me. So she's my neighbor, and we talk through things, and she helps guide me through life and everything else, I think.
LCAP is a big family here, and both Patties have been pretty influential in your time at LCAP. So passing it on just to the next generation of LCAP employees, what do you think is important to give them when it comes to advice coming into this work of servicing the community?
Share knowledge. Share your knowledge to the new ones that are coming in. Knowledge is power. Like you don't have to keep what you know. You have to share it. And maybe they have a different approach and it's better than what you do. And sometimes maybe when you teach them, have them do it too. Because you can just tell them to do it, but then at the end you're like, it's easier if I just do it. But it's not helping that person. So be a good leader and guide. Just don't delegate and explain. But that's how it is. Because anybody can be a good manager, but nobody can be a good leader.
Yeah,
That's
it takes a
great
special,
advice.
very special person to have the patience and the dedication and the knowledge to be able to help and guide another person. So that was really nice. So looking back, Lynn, over the last 24 years, is there any program, anybody that you worked with that really just stuck out to you that you would like to share, like any special story?
You know what? For 24 years, I think the one that really stuck out is that I started at food pantry. So during COVID, Vanessa had an idea of a seniors not getting food during COVID. So they started this delivery program. So I called all the churches. The community donated. Little mom and pop shops would call me and said, we got eggs. Our restaurant's not open. all the churches, they sent their staff or their parishioners, and they volunteered their bags. Axe driver picked it up, and it's been 2021. It's been years, and all the seniors that. So from that little program, now we get food pantry, and the food bank delivers food every month to our Frumill campus, and we serve senior citizens. And on the side now, all our early learning people are able to go shopping or grocery shop at our food pantry, in which they do every month during their family event. So from that little thing of, Vanessa, hey, we need food for our seniors, now it turned into LCAP has their own food pantry, and anybody who needs it, they can call us and we can give them something. It can be canned goods or some frozen meat, but it's just like I knew I started that program, and now it's evolved into a big community program.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, it could be, meat or cheese or eggs or canned goods or just about anything that you have there, monthly vegetables. But it helps seniors, and it helps all of our early learning families too, who some really need it.
And when you see their face when they pick up, they're so grateful. And there's one lady, she's like, just eggs. She's like, oh my, I need eggs. I can't buy eggs. I was like, okay.
Well, yeah.
Here's a dozen of eggs.
Yeah, they're really expensive
so
right now.
expensive.
Yeah.
And I helped you out there not too long ago. And another reason I think that people really enjoy it, they enjoy seeing you. You brighten a lot of people's days, and sometimes people don't get out as much as they would like. And just being that smiling person while somebody picks up groceries, that really says a lot, and it means a lot. So I witnessed that firsthand, and I think you're a big part of that too, Lynn.
Yes. And you did mention if people do want those services, they should call in. Is that just the regular number, or should they call you directly if they want to receive those services from LCAP?
For the food bank?
Yes.
Michelle runs it now.
Okay.
But they can call our main number, and then we do senior boxes. They have to apply. It's every first Friday of the month. And the number of boxes is based on the availability from the food bank, but it's our main number, and just say we need food, we need the food pantry, and someone will connect them, either to Michelle or me.
Awesome. All right. So just to close out the personal questions, I do have one more question, is what do you think makes LCAP a special place to work?
LCAP. It's a running joke, but LCAP, we serve you from 6 weeks until you're a senior. So we cover when you're a child, we can do your Head Start. And when you're a kid, we can do the after school program. When you're a parent, we can do our employment. And we can help you be a better parent. And when you need a ride to get to and from work, we can help you with that. So we are everywhere. And we are in every milestone of every person's life. If you are being evicted, we help you, and we help you hopefully with a budget and get you better, and you won't need us. And when you're a senior and you just need to get your hair done or get your groceries, LCAP is there. At the end, LCAP is everywhere.
Now, you said about helping people become better parents. Can you tell us a little bit about the parenting classes we have?
Yeah, we do. We do have a parenting class that our community supports handles. If I'm not mistaken, it is through CYS. They send us referrals, and we have modules and classes for people, and they can come in, complete it, and hopefully help them get to be a better parent, or maybe help them connect to agencies to eliminate all the barriers that they have.
It is a wonderful program. It's called our Safe Parenting Program, and it runs in 16 weeks. And like Lynn said, it's a referral through CYS, but it also is open to the public too, like Lynn mentioned, to better serve our community. So if there's a topic or a certain discussion in that 16-week time period, that family could come on down here to Grant Street and take that class if they're interested in that certain topic. So like Lynn mentioned, we're here from 6 weeks until 103, till however old.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up the serious questions, and we're going to make our way to the quick fire questions. And I'm going to have Kim and Amber go ahead and take away with that.
Oh, good. Amber, would you like to go or would you like me to go?
All right.
I'd like to go.
So, Lynn, what is your work superpower?
Computers.
Definitely.
Computers.
She's really good. She's good on making a spreadsheet. If you ever need help, call Lynn.
We always reach out to Lynn for help with spreadsheets, anything with data like that.
Lynn, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? I know you have 2 young boys, so I just wanted to see what you guys like to do.
I started pickleball.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I'm not good, but I started. And then after the game, me and Ben Gay hang out.
Do you go to the new location up in the Shenango Plaza?
Yes.
Do you? Okay,
we try to support the local.
Yeah.
So my kids go to the gym, then I try to pickleball. So I'm not good. It's so bad, but it's okay.
You started, like you said. Yeah, we were up there last weekend, actually, at Dairy Queen, and then we went through the plaza, and it was very busy there at the pickleball court. So that's great addition here to Lawrence County, and that's awesome that you're doing
There's
it.
some diehards in there, but I'm a novice. I just started 3 weeks ago, so it's something to do.
So one more question, and that would be, what is your favorite memory with a colleague here at LCAP?
Oh, so we used to have an older gentleman. He's a director, and he used to run healthy homes. So I was an intern, but I've been working here for 5 years, then or 3 years. I would tell him it was my 21st birthday. And every time it's my 21st birthday, he'll give me $5. He's like, I'm going to buy you your first drink. So that ran for 5 years, 6 years. So that was the joke. I would always tell him, hey, Lou. It's like, how old are you, Lynn? 21. It's like, here's $5. But on the other hand, Lou doesn't do computers. So when Lou has a letter, he gives it to me on a yellow pad, and I have to type it and send it out. So on this side, he'll give me $5, and I get a drink.
That's awesome. All right. So as we wrap up this podcast, I would like to think that the purpose of this show is so that each episode we're able to leave some type of record of employees and their legacy while here at LCAP. So Lynn, my next question to you would be, what do you think your legacy and your impact has been for the organization over the last 24 years?
My knowledge of the programs helped them, and hopefully I taught them some things on how to run a program or how to talk to people and how to listen. I think that's a good one, because I like when they don't even know my name, but they know, I've seen you. How are you? You were at LCAP, right? I'm like, yeah, but sometimes you don't want to see them. But they know who you are, and they always say, it was nice talking to you, nice of you to listen when I was struggling. So I think that itself is a reward for working at LCAP.
And sometimes that makes the biggest impact, just having somebody to listen to you.
Or like they don't know who I am, but then when they figure it out, oh, I know her. I saw her at LCAP, and then she listened, or she gave me a form. So.
All right. Now to go ahead and wrap up the conversation, is there anything else that you would like to add or say to your employees or your peers or anything like that?
Keep changing lives. That's LCAP. Keep changing lives.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today, Lynn. We greatly appreciate you spending some time with us and just telling us your story of how you started out as an intern and now you are continuing to make a difference in people's lives every day. So we appreciate you joining us here in studio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.